Philippines is a fascinating tropical archipelago in Southeast Asia. I've been calling this beautiful country home for the last year, and in that time I've had the privilege of traveling to some stunning destinations, and in this video I'll be listing 5 of my favourite places that I've travelled to. Please keep in mind that the Philippines is made up of over 7,000 islands. It's pretty much impossible to visit everywhere, and there's literally hundreds of beautiful places that I have not had the chance to see, so this list is just sharing my own opinion on places that I've been. It's not a list of the best 5 locations in the Philippines, but I hope I can give you some insight into each of these must-see destinations. All 5 of these destinations have their own videos on my channel, so be sure to check them out after for a better look at these stunning places. Number 5. Sabang, Puerto Galera. I'm starting this list off with Sabang in Puerto Galera, a charming little seaside town not too far from the hustle and bustle of Manila. To be honest, I was tempted to put the far more famous Coron and Palawan here, but it was 2020 when I visited there and I didn't want this list to just be the big name tourist spots. I found Sabang and Puerto Galera to be a very fun escape with friendly locals and expats making the trip very enjoyable. The walkway down the front has recently been completely renovated and it looks amazing. Sabang also has a floating bar out in the water, which was a fun, unique experience where I met some nice expats, and for a small town there's a surprisingly large nightlife scene. Number 4. Bohol. Next up in the number 4 slot is Bohol. With its lush mountainous rainforests and pristine beaches, Bohol offers a bit of everything, and I'm sure you'll enjoy a trip to this beautiful island. I stayed in Panglao, the main tourist hub, but the island of Bohol itself is actually very large, making hiring a scooter for a few days a great way to explore the island. Bohol is famous for its tarsier sanctuary, where you can see these little primates that are native to the Philippines. The Chocolate Hills are also a famous landmark. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to them because I was busy using the drone near the man-made forest, which has stunning rainforest all around. Bohol is spoilt for beaches too, with my favourite being Dumaluan Beach, which is just a short ride from Panglao and offers pristine white sands and beautiful clean water. Alona Beach in Panglao itself is great too, with lots of dining options and nightlife venues. Number 3. El Nido. At number 3, it's El Nido, one of the most famous tourist destinations here in the Philippines. El Nido offers some of the best scenery our planet has to offer. There's not many places that can compare with its sharp limestone cliffs surrounding turquoise lagoons. It really is a must-visit destination. Whilst I'm not a scuba diver myself, El Nido offers world-class dive sites including reefs and shipwrecks. El Nido town is a good size where everything is within walking distance and there's a good variety of restaurants available. Nearby to El Nido town, there's plenty of amazing places to go and visit. This is Daracatan Island, a private island I stayed at for a night for around about $25 and it was one of the best experiences of my life. This place was stunningly beautiful, secluded and within an hour's trip from El Nido town. I also stayed at this luxury glamping site on Nacpan Beach, again one of the most amazing places I'll ever visit. If this list was on the top 5 most beautiful spots in the Philippines, El Nido would have been number 1 in my opinion. However, due to its beautiful landscapes, El Nido has surged in popularity over the last decade, meaning it attracts large crowds to its main tours. For a content creator like me, it was a little frustrating being in one of the most beautiful beaches in the world and not being able to take a photograph because of the large number of people. If you have the budget, I'd strongly recommend trying to organise a private tour. Regardless, if you're in the Philippines, El Nido and the nearby Coron are both must-visit destinations. Number 2. Bantayan Island. Speaking of a lack of crowds, I've put Bantayan Island off the north coast of Cebu at number 2. Whilst Bantayan Island doesn't offer the towering limestone cliffs and turquoise lagoons like El Nido, for me it more than made up for it in just being a fun trip in a beautiful setting. Staying in the town of Santa Fe, I found there's plenty of beautiful beaches to visit. Sandira Beach, with its starfish-filled crystal clear waters, beautiful sand and lack of crowds was my favourite. If someone told me to take them to peace in paradise, this is where I'd take them. There is also a mangrove forest with its beautiful bamboo walkway you can explore just a short trike ride from town. Santa Fe town had enough restaurants and nightlife to make it a fun trip. You could easily chill at a small beach bar talking to expats at sunset and then hit the more nightlife styled venues with locals. What really set Bantayan Island apart for me though was the strong local and expat community. Any restaurant or bar I wandered into, I was met with friendly people who were willing to chat, and everyone just seemed to be incredibly happy, even by the Philippines' high standards. The impression I got from everyone in Bantayan Island was that life is trouble-free and good. So, who takes the top spot? Well, you've probably already guessed because it takes most people's top spots in these lists, and for good reason. At number 1, I've put Boracay. Boracay was my first destination I visited here in the Philippines back in 2014, and I fell in love with the island, its people, the food, the nightlife, just everything about this place ticks all the boxes for me. White Beach on the west side of the island is often classed as the world's best beach in travel list due to its stunning beauty. Like El Nido, Boracay ranks at the top of travel destinations here in the Philippines, meaning it also attracts large crowds. But unlike El Nido, I actually enjoy the busyness that the crowds bring. For me, the crowds are split up over a larger area and they can easily be escaped if you feel the need to do so. Boracay offers numerous beaches within a short distance of each other, all with their own unique character and activities. For example, Pucachel Beach in the north of the island is a beautiful beach that's nowhere near as crowded as White Beach. You've also got Bulabog Beach on the east of the island, which is famous for kite surfing, offering a completely different experience from White Beach, which is just a 5-minute walk away. There's an abundance of activities, shops, restaurants and nightlife venues in Boracay, and there's been huge development on the island in the last 10 years. The accommodation on offer ranges from affordable rooms right up to luxury hotels. The 5-star Shangri-La resort on the island is the best hotel I've ever stayed in. I class Boracay as a must-visit destination. It often gets a bad rep because of its popularity and development, but for me, if you visit with the mentality to embrace the experience, you'll have an amazing trip here. Well, there you have it, my top 5 destinations here in the Philippines. As I said at the start of this video, there's plenty of destinations that I haven't made it to, so this list will look very different a few years from now. Regardless of where you go in this beautiful country, I wish you safe and happy travels. Until next time, maraming salamat at ingat po.